Hey, welcome back to my channel. I post videos about my experience as a late diagnosed autistic human being from France. And today I wanted to make part 3 of my Stim toy collection video series. Just because the last one was ages ago, like 9 months ago or something. And so my collection has grown a little bit, just a little bit since then. I wanted to film an update, but also these videos are kind of a pretext to film, I guess, something more fun, more light-hearted. I've been in a bit of a slump lately, so my mental health hasn't been the best. So I thought that might cheer me up a bit because I love Stim toys and I love talking about them. So I woke up this morning with a pain in my upper back, like the back of my neck, because I was probably sleeping in a weird position. So yeah. Alright, let's get straight into it. So in my first Stim toy collection video, I talked about Tangles. At the time I had just a couple of them. Since then I've really added stuff to my Tangle collection. Okay, so in my last video I was talking about how I had ordered this one. This one is white with little paints, splotches, splatters. I feel like each Tangle has its own unique feel to it. They all feel slightly different. I would say if you've tried one Tangle and it didn't really feel right, definitely try different kinds because they're all very different and I definitely have favorites. This one I actually didn't end up playing a lot with. I find that with some Tangles, they quickly become a little squeaky, as you can hear, probably. That's just not a satisfying noise for me, so I just don't play with it that much. But you can't know until you've tried it, you know? The second one I got I got last November. I made a post about it, and it's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. It's one of the classic ones, but it just, well, it makes a bit of a squeaky noise like the previous one, but it holds its shape beautifully. It's got really satisfying colors like yellow and green and greenish blue. I don't know, it feels nice to play with. I really like it. It's one of the ones I reach for the most, especially when I leave the house and stuff. It's more of like the color scheme is more, I guess, discreet than a bright pink something, you know, like, so it's good to take outside of the house and stuff. I had to rewatch my first 2 Stim toy collection videos just to make sure that I wasn't gonna show anything that I've already shown. The next one is actually like a bundle of 3 that I ordered online, I want to say a couple months ago. The first one of the lot is this one. It's like a rainbow one. Well, it's like a pastel rainbow one. You know, it's very, as you can see, it doesn't hold its shape a whole lot. That's what I mean when I say each Tangle is really different and unique. This one is very flexible. It moves really well. It's just a different experience. And the colors are really nice as well. The pink and the purple, the red, the green, the blue, and the yellow. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see all these, by the way, because I don't have a way to check what my phone is filming right now. So maybe everything is gonna be blurry and I'll only find out when I edit this video. We'll see. But yeah, that's this one. It's not one that I reach for a lot. I feel like I like my Tangles to have a little more integrity, to be less flexible, I guess. The next one is this one, and this one I had my eye on for a long time. I think it was, what's her name? Ellie Middleton, who had this one on set for an interview one day, and she had wrapped it around her thumb. I'm gonna show you. It was all it was like this around her thumb, and she was like, it seemed like a comfort item more than a fidget toy. Since watching that interview, I really wanted one, and I saw it everywhere. Part of the crush series, I think. It's one of my favorites because of the bumps on it, if you can see. It's got bumps that are hard plastic, and then the rest is like a clear green with little sparkles. And what I love about it is because one of my main stims is picking my skin on my thumbs, and usually I like it because then it kind of hurts a little bit and then I can press on it and it's a kind of stimmy type of pain, if that makes sense. So this Tangle is perfect for this because I put the little balls, the little bumps where I pick my skin and I can press on it and it's very satisfying. And so sometimes I like to just wear it around my thumb like that and just give me, so it's a form of pressure, deep pressure therapy, if you will. That's what I like about this one. And yeah, it's pretty, again, it's one of the more flexible ones. As soon as I got it out of the packaging, it was that flexible. Like, it's not because I've been playing with it a lot. It was like that from the get-go. So I think it's meant to be like this because it's a slime one, I think. And my first reaction was like, oh, that's disappointing because I expected it to be more rigid and stuff. But it's just a different experience. I'm not mad at it now. Like I said, I mostly like it for the texture. I think it's really good to have different textured ones. So that's this one. The last Tangle I want to show is a bit of a special one. They have furry ones. They have all different kinds, plushies, fuzzies. And so this one, I think it's supposed to be a bear. I can't really see it. I don't know if you can see the bear. To me, it looks more like a rodent of some kind, like a fantasy rodent of some kind. And it's basically one really big Tangle. I'm dying to see what it looks like on the inside, but I don't want to open it up and ruin it. But it's just one big Tangle that's covered in this plushy material. It's got a little tail. And it's not as soft as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still nice. The ears are really soft. And it's not a Tangle that I would like play with like a regular Tangle. I feel like I tend to use it either when I want to rub some kind of texture for some sensory feedback, or I use it as a plushie, you know, but it's really cute. So that's the Tangles. The next thing I showed briefly after Christmas, because it was one of my Christmas presents, is basically this Playfoam set. I don't think I showed the set in the video. I only showed part of it. Never dries out. It's something that I had been hearing about for so long because Playfoam is very popular in the ASMR community because it makes great sounds. And so yeah, it was kind of something I had my eyes on, and it, like I said, I have like a wish list on Amazon with all the Stim toys I want to get. And when someone wants to get me something for Christmas or my birthday, I usually tell them like, pick something from that list, and here we go. So it's got all different colored ones. Some of them are more of like a classic color, and some have like sparkles in them. And so what I did was I combined my two favorite colors in the set, which are this dark blue and purple. And so it makes a bigger one. Has got all that's got a really satisfying color combination. Unfortunately, it's got lots of hairs in it because I've been playing with it a lot, and yeah, hairs got on it. So what's satisfying about it is the sticky noise it makes. And you can basically make anything you want with it. You can make it into different shapes, or just go like this, the everlasting squish, it says on the packaging. And what I discovered recently is that depending on how you play with it, it can kind of like act like, what's it called? Kinetic sand. If you kind of let the little grains do their own thing. I don't know if I can show you in this video, but if you kind of let it fall like this, see? It kind of acts like kinetic sand a little bit. and it falls everywhere. You gotta be careful. When I play with it, I find little purple and blue balls everywhere, on the floor, on my cat. Like, it's nice. It's not something I reach for frequently because, like I said, it's more of a, like, it can make a bit of a mess, and you gotta be careful not to put too many hairs in it or whatever, but it's nice. I also really like this bright orange one. Oh my god, it's covered in hairs as well. It says that it never dries out. In my experience, I find that it does a little bit, but it's not anything crazy. It's definitely not like to the point where you can't play with it anymore. But some of them are definitely, I don't know if some of them have more glue in it than others, but yeah. Sometimes I like to make the perfect sphere, or try and make different shapes and then squish it back together. Okay, that's it. Playfoam. Next one I want to talk about is a very basic one. I think I got it from the same shop that I got this from, that I showed in my last Stim collection video, and this one as well. It's just very basic. It's like the Infinity Cube I'm gonna show next. It's kind of the same principle, except it's a different shape. It's a bunch of pyramids that have been taped together with two different kinds of tape. We've got that one that's supposed to look like a blue gem of some kind, and then you've got this colorful pattern, and you basically go like this. It's not the most, like, again, it was very cheap. It's one of those Stim toys that I got for like £1 or £2 back when I lived in England, and you basically go like this. I feel like it's not gonna last ages, especially if you play with it a lot, because it's just literally a sticker holding the different parts together. But it's a nice one. Again, it's not one that I reach for a whole lot, but it's there if I want to play with it. So the next one is the Infinity Cube. I also showed this one in my video I made after Christmas, because I also got it as a Christmas present. It's basically an Infinity Cube, and it's made of metal, so it gets very cool, very cold. Oh, it's got some good weight to it, which I like. And you basically go like this. It's definitely not one of the more quieter ones, but I don't mind the noise, the sound it makes. That's basically how it goes. And it started to, like, the color starts to wear off after a while, but I don't mind that too much. It seems pretty sturdy because it's entirely made of metal, even the connecting parts. It seems like it's probably gonna last a long time. It's not one that I necessarily leave the house with, because it's so heavy that I often drop it. And I don't want to drop it all over the place when I'm outside, you know. So it's more one that I use at home. But yeah, it's the repetitive nature of it that's very stimmy. So yeah, this one I like. It's a solid one. To continue with the theme of Christmas, this was the one that I got from my partner as a Christmas present. It's another metal Stim toy. It says deep fried dough sticks on it. Don't ask me why, but it's pretty funny. And on this side, it's got a sort of skull pattern, which at first I thought they were beetles of some sort, but I think they're meant to be skulls. And basically the way you use this is you slide it like this, and then you pivot. I don't know if you can show, or you can see very well. And there's like a magnet. I'm explaining this so well. By the way, I'll put the links to all of these, if I can find them, down below, so you can purchase them if you want. So yeah, there's like magnets that, well, maybe they're not magnets, are they? I don't know. Yeah, I think they're magnets, and then there's little balls here holding it in place, so that there's a bit of a snap, which is satisfying. Again, it's a bit noisy, but it's not a sound that I dislike. once you get used to it, you can go pretty fast with it. Again, it's the type of Stim toy that you'll drop a lot, at least I do. Yeah, it's a nice one. My partner really liked it at first. He's not using it as much now. One of the reasons is that we find that these metal Stim toys, it's the same with the Infinity Cube I showed earlier, after a while they start really smelling like metal. I don't know if they start rusting a little bit, or if the stuff on it wears off and you can smell the metal a bit more. Maybe we're specifically sensitive to the smell of metal, I don't know, but it will definitely leave a kind of metal smell on your fingers, which isn't always the nicest. So yeah, it's one I reach for occasionally when I want something a bit different. So last time I showed my black little Fidget Cube, which broke right here recently, but it's okay, I still use it. It's still one of my all-time favorites. But for Christmas, I got my mother-in-law one of these, pink, and it's the original Fidget Cube. And it was a set of 2. So I basically gave her one and I kept one for myself. So now I have the original, and honestly, I like them both, the original and the ripoff. I'm not a fan of the hot pink, but it was my mother-in-law's favorite color, so. But I think I like them both for different reasons. There are things I prefer about each of them. The little wheel I much prefer on the black one than the pink one. Pink one, it makes a noise, which is nice, but it's kind of difficult to turn with it, whereas the on the black one is very smooth. This part I'm not a huge fan of. I prefer the one on the black one, but it broke. But I can still play with it. Same thing with the switch. I think it's way more satisfying on the black one. It's very snappy. This one is kind of like too soft for my liking. This part I actually prefer on the pink one because there's more resistance in the little wheels. So yeah, I prefer this to this. This doesn't really make a sound. These ones, I don't really have a preference. They're kind of the same. This part is where I much prefer this one to this one. It's a worry stone, I think it's called. So it's got a kind of like an indentation that's the size of your thumb, and you kind of rub your thumb on it like that. And because it's covered in a sort of soft silicone, as opposed to this, which is just a regular hard glossy plastic, it's a really satisfying texture. So I like them both for different reasons. I reach for both of them for different reasons, different occasions. I like to take this one when I'm out of the house. This one I keep more at home because it's a very flashy color. It's not as discreet. So yeah, I like them both, but definitely don't underestimate the ripoff. Okay, I think I want to keep the best one for last, and I'll show these ones first. So in my first video I said that I had got a Stim toy, fidget toy set off of Etsy that I wasn't super happy with. There were a couple pieces of that set that I don't think I ever showed in my previous Stim toy collection videos, so I'm going to do that now. The first one is this tiny little Slinky, which I really like, but I keep losing it because I drop it and then it rolls underneath a piece of furniture and then I don't find it for months. I honestly, it's a miracle that it made it through the move, but yeah, it's got a little smiley face on it, and it's just a tiny Slinky. There's not much to it, but it's fun to play with. Yeah, I like it. The next one is, it says it's supposed to be a worm of some kind. It's got little eyes, and it's just very soft. It's not something I play with a lot, mainly because my cats go crazy for it, and the next one I'm gonna show. So so I tend to kind of hide them. They chewed on them quite a bit when I first got them around a year ago. It's just a nice texture to stroke. There isn't much more to it than that. And the last one that I want to show in this set is this one. I know that Nido, the same brand that makes these cubes, have things like that. A whole set of them. I only got one in my kit. I like it, but again, like the cats go crazy for it, so I gotta be careful. This one, as you can see, it's been chewed a bit by my cats, so it's falling apart a bit, but it's nice. It's a nice plastic, soft plastic texture. It's very stretchy, so sometimes I play with it. So I saved the best for last. And it was my birthday present that I got yesterday. It's one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video today, is because I wanted to show it off. So it's basically a Pusheen Squishy. If you're familiar with the Pusheen brand, it's a little cat, a little fat cat. And basically it's a mystery box. You don't know which color you're gonna get. You can get a yellow one, a pink one, and a blue one. Can you guess which one I got? Like, put your guess in the comments below right now if you want, and then you can see if you got it right. Let's just have some fun. And it's yellow. It was actually the color I wanted, so that's nice. And so here it is. It's really cute. It's got, well, it looks like a cat, with little stripes on the back, a little tail, little paws, and it's just such a satisfying fidget stim toy. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it's very, very satisfying to squish. It's got some type of creamy material inside, of foam type cream. I feel like it's a similar feeling to the shaggy ball from Nido that I talked about in a previous video that didn't last very long. It was like a type of foamy cream inside. I feel like it's a similar texture inside this one, but what I like even more than the squish element is the soft silicone. It's like, oh, I've never touched a softer silicone in my life. And like little stripes between the ears, I like to go like this. It's just sometimes it's the perfect size for your hand. I thought it might be a bit small, but it's the perfect size, perfect size. And it's just nice to just hold it. Sometimes I don't even squish it, I just hold it and like rub my fingers on it. It's such a satisfying texture, oh my god. And it's very, very squishy, as you can see. Yeah, I love it. It's very soft. It's great. So I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I hope it lasts a while. The plastic is already kind of getting a bit torn right here, if you can see, but I'm gonna try to look after it as much as possible. I don't think it's too much to worry about, because I feel like there's a ring around the seal, and that's kind of what's rubbing off a little bit here. I don't think it's threatening the integrity of the squishy for now, but hey, I hope it lasts a long time, and I really like it, and that was my birthday present yesterday. Very happy with it. I was able to play with it a lot while doing my movie marathon for my birthday, so yeah. I thought it would be a nice one to end this video with. So let me know in the comments if you have any of the Stim toys that I showed, or if you would like to get some of the Stim toys I showed, and what you thought of them. Pusheen's gonna go back into its box because I don't want it to get as hairy as everything else. Fun to squeeze. Definitely, if I had to pick like my top Stim toys, the ones that I reach for the most now that it's been over a year since I started collecting Stim toys, I would say the Fidget Cube is definitely towards the top. My slug, even though I said in my previous video that the sound was overwhelming sometimes, I still love it and I still reach for it a lot. The Infinity Cube, definitely. There seems to be a color theme of some sort. And the Tangles. The Tangles are definitely at the top of my list as well. I also still love these alpaca stretchy things that I showed in a previous video. They're also covered in hairs. I guess that's the thing with all of these soft plastic silicone Stim toys they just attract hairs so much. But I would say these are probably my top favorite Stim toys. I don't want to include the Pusheen because I feel like it wouldn't be very objective of me because I just got it yesterday. So of course I'm excited about it, but maybe in the long run I'll change my mind about it. So I don't want to include it in my top favorites right now, but I would say definitely these 5, definitely strong contenders. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.